How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you another Trigun episode review. Today's episode is episode 6, known as Once Upon a Time in Hopeland. Before I go any further, please, I'm hoping that you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. Also, be sure to leave me a comment down below. I love to hear what you guys are thinking about this show or the videos in general. Let me know if I've missed something. So, today's episode does some good old flashbacking of Wolfwood's, I guess, backstory. Now, I don't think this was present in the manga, because it sure enough wasn't present in the anime, but in the original 96 anime. But this whole accelerated growth thing, see, now I'm coming upon some problems. We get to episode 6, and now there's some things that aren't making kind of sense, and I don't know how long they plan on having this anime go, because it's like, if there's no like little mini parts in between, or are these mini parts? I don't know how to describe this. This is so different from the original, which is not necessarily a good or bad thing. I can tell this is different from the manga. Well, that's the thing. It's more inspired by the manga than the original anime, even though the original anime took all of the stylized choices, the feel of it. Because I keep telling guests, this feels more like cyberpunk Mad Max than, cowboy Mad Max of the original, which the aesthetic of the manga was cowboy Mad Max, which now introduces us to the character of Livio. Livio is more or less Wolfwood's brother from the orphanage here, and he's supposed to have a split personality. That was in the manga. This character did not show up in the original anime. He's known as the Double Fang. Thing is, we get slight hints of that, and whenever Livio gets knocked down and gets back up, it's kind of like a flash on the skull eye mask. It's just like, it only covers this much, y'all, as opposed to what I've seen in the manga. If I can just pull this up for my own edification, it's like more of the whole half is covered. And Livio, at least in the manga, Livio had took over for Wolfwood after Wolfwood had died kind of fighting him. He did an overdose of the healing serum, which is what he has right here. I don't remember Wolfwood ever having a healing serum in the original anime. I definitely need to rewatch that. I was actually rewatching it I want to say like maybe in 2021, before this was ever announced. I was doing a rewatch of Vash and Stampede, or should I say Trigun, just for myself. But noticeable differences. The flashbacks. I'm gonna talk about the flashbacks. Flashbacks are hand-drawn art, and it looks really good. Like, you could have just made this whole anime that style. Like, Studio Orange, I believe. Studio Orange, the stuff they do for Beastars and some of the other stuff they've done. I'm not a big fan of cell shading unless it's in my video games. This is okay. It works for what they're doing here, because the plus side of this animation is seeing the I call it emoticons, but seeing the emotion on Mero's face, such as when she's driving, they're trying to get them to the Sandsteamer, which essentially is an ocean liner, but for sand, because obviously the planet has a sea of sand. And when you see her looking in the rearview mirror, and she's saying, "Hey, what, you guys fight over food? Why aren't you guys talking?" Because Vash is looking one way, Wolfwood's looking the other way. And so just to see the emotions on her face, they've done an excellent job of emoting with that character. Even when she's convinced Roberto's punk ass to let them continue to follow them, but call it undercover reporting, because she just can't. She don't want to let go of her Vashy poo, right? Because this Meryl it's a younger Meryl. I said it the first episode. Great redesign of her original outfit. Just don't like the fact that she can't fight. Like, she doesn't have guns or anything. That was such a good decision made for that original manga and anime, to let all our main characters be able to fight. Roberto has a little pea shooter, and he's a little punk, whatever. But we get down to the bottom of it. Wolfwood may call Vash a hypocrite, which I love. Vash just over and over tells him, you don't get to decide who lives and who dies. And he even tries to pull a double reverse Uno card on Vash, which doesn't work because he hits the stop card. Where Vash is like, don't you have something you want to protect? He's like, hey, you being alive for so long is because other people have died and you didn't. He's like, you know exactly what I mean. Don't play with me. And he does have something to protect, because if he kills Livio, because he's protecting Vash from Livio, he doesn't want Livio to kill Vash, which is, I know he has a babysitting job given to him from Knives, punk ass, but I get the feeling that Wolfwood wants Vash to stay alive because he believes Vash is probably the only one that can deal with Knives. But if Livio dies, they're gonna have to go back to the orphanage and grab somebody else to do a drug sample, because apparently Nicholas D. Wolfwood is called S Plus Boy. The drug works, whatever they do works so well with him, and he still has his own will. And he'd been gathering up those vials that he was trying to escape and go back. And of course, it's that same doctor guy. His name is Priest William. First of all, I have no clue if the original mangaka, I don't remember his name, if the original mangaka even practices any kind of religion. But seeing the hypocrisy of using names like chapel and praying to angels and gods and stuff like that, the irony is not wasted on me. I see the irony, and I kind of roll my eyes. It was a little bit more subtle, way more so in the original anime. No idea the subtlety in the manga, but it's way more subtle in the original anime. This one is kind of like, okay, I get it, guys. I totally get it. Everything's a hypocrisy. Knives is the evil angel thing. I get it. But then that's the problem. Just like what we saw with who was our guy? Was it Rubel? I can't remember the guy from last week that Vash knew him as a child. Keep wanting to call him Rubio. I think it's Rubio. Problem is, the thing that makes you heal quickly, and the trippy anime, the way that they show from Nicholas's point of view of what's going on with his body, him seeing all his friends and all this, all that is very well done. Again, that was hand drawn, but anyway, or at least it looked hand drawn. But anyway, the fact that it excels your growth, because he had been there for months and now he is the size of a grown man, which then kind of muddles and makes you go, okay, wait a minute. The picture says that was Vash 20 years in the past. But then when you look at Rubio, and Rubio's a big monster man, and the thing make the 7 or 8 year old, because Wolfwood I think was like 10 or 11. Does it make this little guy beefy within months, or was he there for years and then finally broke out, and then that's when Vash finally encountered him again? This is a problem, as you can see. From my personal taste, I don't like Wolfwood was always involved with the villains through all the mediums. I don't believe he has accelerated growth in the original anime and in the manga. I don't think that was a thing. I will do research on that myself to make sure, whether I'm telling you guys the right information. But I don't like that. It's like, yeah, he came from an orphanage and he's had a rough life, but that means that he hasn't even lived long enough to earn what's the word I'm looking for? The whole chip on his shoulder feelings. And okay, you've been orphaned since you were, I'm assuming he was 11, right? You've been orphaned since you've been 11, you're an orphan, you were taken away in experiments, and you thought this would be something different when you would be chosen, but it's not. It's all freaky, and they're torturing you. And you got to deal with some blue-haired freak named Blue Summer who has gravitational psychic powers or something. I'm pretty sure that he's the guy from I'm pretty sure he's the guy in the original who had killed himself and Vash got super depressed. I'm pretty sure that's that guy. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna see if he's on here right now. No, I don't see him on here. Might be a totally different character, guys. But I digress. I think I was completely wrong. Actually, through the magic of very, very bad editing. Blue Summer is a guy. He's called Legato. I don't know why they just called him Blue Summer in this. He's called Legato. Dude with the blue hair. Yeah. Can't wait for him to be ended. His whole... I get it. I don't know. See, I'm tripping over myself because he says the same thing to Nicholas. Well, to his face once, and then behind his back in this one where he's with stupid Zazie the Beast as they're spying on him. Going, oh, he's trying to protect way too much. He doesn't want anybody to get killed. Oh boy, man, you should just really just not care. And he uses his little psychic powers to make the ocean liner veer off course. And the same raiders that we see coming towards our reporters, as Meryl just says, "I got it" every time. Just say, hey, we get out of here if it gets bad, and this and that and the third. He keeps saying, you don't need emotions, love and attachment. I don't get it. Of course you don't get it. Shut up. Please don't say that. Please don't keep saying that over and over again. Say it for one episode, then save it for the next episode. Because if I have to hear Dude say that 3 times, it should not be treated as date bio. It should not. God. Anywho, I really do feel like it cheapens the whole why he has a chip on his shoulder. If you grew up in orphanage, then you get trained, and then you live long enough to become an older guy. But this just makes it say, somebody that just don't sit right with me. I don't particularly care for it. Which now it makes total sense, as opposed to him just being a smart ass 20-something, 30-something guy. Now he's technically a kid. That's why he gives everybody nicknames. That's why he called Needle Noggin. That's why he calls Grumpy Old Man. And that's why he called Meryl Miss something or other. Because remember, maybe a little kid, but he's not completely a jackass. So he gives some respect to the ladies. But yeah, it makes sense now. I wonder if they're actually going to do the whole Livio redemption thing in this one. That would be quite interesting. I mean, it's kind of early for Wolfwood to die. This is just episode 6. They never do previews of what comes up next. So I would assume that you will want Wolfwood around for a long time if you're going to change up and sort of mirror what happened to Manga. We still haven't gotten to the 5th moon incident. So we should definitely get to conclusion of whatever this is. Because they're crashing into Hopeland orphanage, which I'm assuming that's where they came from, is Hopeland. The complete opposite of Soapland, if you know, you know. And he needs to be around a lot longer. I'm hoping. This is my rating of this is not reflected upon something I think might happen, but I do hope he stays around a lot longer. Episode's good. I like the fact that Vash didn't just wave off what happened last episode. He's still pretty annoyed. You killed the guy who I held as a baby. I was coming back for him. I could have fixed this. You suck. And they're like, no, I don't suck. Obviously, you have stuff to hide. Which is so annoying, a hypocritical character when Vash is like, okay, who is this guy? Mind your business. He's actively trying to kill me. Vash could have put a bullet in him twice. Because when he walks up, just drops the bags, takes out these cool double pistols, mind you, that apparently fire forwards and backwards, but they do some weird contraption thing. They look different in the other medium, in the manga, but it's like Vash could deal with these guys, but he doesn't want to kill anybody. Like, you need to start acting like Kenshin Himura, right? Kenshin Himura had a sword that wouldn't kill you, but he would still mess you up. Use rubber bullets, bro. It's an anime. Use some rubber bullets. Use some bean bags or something, right? Be like, all right, I'm gonna make these bullets that they'll hurt you, but you won't die. Do that, please. Even Gene Starwind had literally magic bullets, which I guess Gene Starwind didn't care about killing, but I digress. Vash could have put a bullet in his head, and it was really good. Really, the tussles, the first tussle and second tussle was really good. Because Vash was like in his face with the gun there, and it's like, punch, kick, flip over. And then when he's obviously, soldiers in this world are idiots. Keep telling soldiers, you all need to leave. All right, fine. Turn around, flip him, takes out his gun to add force onto the neck, where you hear Livio saying, I'm still trying to catch up. Obviously, he's talking about catching up to Wolfwood, obviously. So who knows if he's gonna have the split personality. Apparently he has DIDs, something close to if you don't know what I mean by DIDs, Moon Knight. Apparently he has a thing like Moon Knight. So hopefully he does in this one. You do need to see more representation. Also, the rough translation, I hate saying rough, but the rough translation, like Jurai, they literally spelled it out how they would spell it in Japanese. It's July. Hulu subbing people is July, which had a good interaction with the Hulu support team about why they don't have certain seasons and why they don't have certain things subbed. Really, really good conversation on the Twitters. My Twitter's in the description. But yeah, all in all, enjoyed the episode. I'm gonna give it a 4. It's not a 5. I'll give it a 4 because I don't know. I just, for me, again, this is for me. I don't like the whole accelerated growth thing. Okay, we're gonna have to. Can we cool it with that? Like now we got one person that looks like a little girl that talks like a grown woman, so she's probably like what 85 or some shit like that. We got blue hair dude who looks annoying. Looking at Livio's design for this, Wolfwood is almost 1-to-1. I like Livio's design in the manga a lot better. He looks like a cool cowboy villain bad guy. Now he's just kind of like, I don't want to say weird psycho priest, but yeah, it's not the same. Even the time skip in the manga, he looks more like the guy from Gungrave, which Gungrave is amazing. I love it. I'm not a particular fan of this. You know what? I'll show you on my phone. Look, just check that out. That doesn't capture me. That doesn't grip me as much as, well, as much as this cool ass guy. That's pretty cool. I'm probably gonna have Livio as the thumbnail for this, but yeah, like this is a much cooler design in my opinion. For a bad guy turned hero, that's really cool. But yeah, 4 out of 5 from me. We're chugging along. There's no filler in here. This is just straight abstract, just getting all the good juices. There's nothing weird or out of place for this. I wish they would have more fun adventures before we get like the bad guys constantly on their butts. But let me know what you think of this pacing. Yeah, let me know what you think of this pacing. I need to build up a more relationship with these characters. But the characters, without a doubt, you do get good characterizations, because Vash is not going to let go of someone killing somebody, but at the same time, Vash isn't going to instantly go out of his way to get revenge. I'm gonna bet that we will get a moment that he's pushed to the breaking point. We got a moment like that in the old anime, which was cool to see. He was close, but he didn't do it, and even made him take a step back. So I would like to see something similar to that, but again, we're just 6 episodes in. Give me some fun episodes, guys. Give me something fun. Give me some more building, because I don't need to see Blue Summer, Purple Autumn, whatever his name is. I don't need to see Legato so soon. And can we kill Zazzy already? I'm kind of tired of Zazzy. He's very annoying. Very, very annoying. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos like this. I promise, I know I'm 3 episodes behind on The Last of Us. Right? Episodes 3, 4, 5. Yes, I'm behind. For those of you who watch it, I will be putting those up within the next 2 to 4 days. So, as always, thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about anime. Please be good, be blessed, wash those hands, take care of yourselves, be safe out there, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. And yeah, guys, there's someone out there that would rather talk to you today than miss you and mourn you tomorrow. You're never alone. I know it's the season of love, but guess what? Someone out there cares about you, is going to show some appreciation to you. So don't get down. If you need someone to talk to, again, my social media is in the description down below. Well, guys, this is Shane. I'll see you next time.